Great. Thank you, everyone, for joining me. I am, as you will probably know, but just in case you don't, I'm Hannah Martin. And in our time together today, we're going to explore how you can transform your business and turn it from a frustrating drain on your time and energy into a profitable business that is easy and enjoyable to run. I'm really happy you're here and you are in the right place if you run your own business and you love the flexibility it gives you, but you're finding it tough to make real money. You're working hard, but not earning what you want or need yet. You're ready to take it up a level and unlock real profit. You have limited time and energy to give your business, maybe because of family commitments, but you still feel passionately about it. You know it can succeed. You just need help working out where to direct your time and your energy. Or maybe you've been running your business for a while. You've had ups and downs and you've hit a make or break point. Either you make it work financially for you now or you give up. You're prepared to make it work, but you really need help identifying what needs to be fixed so you can make the success you know it can be. And the good news is there is a way to achieve this, and it's easier and closer than you think. So you can stop feeling exhausted by trying and trying and trying and never really seeming to get anywhere. And worst of all, not understanding why. Wondering if the problem is you, and I'm 99.9% sure the problem is not you, by the way. Or feeling trapped with a business that you seem to be propping up instead of the other way around. So what is this easy way? So from experience, both my own experience and working with hundreds of business owners like you, I've discovered that there are 3 key areas of your business that you need to get right for it to run smoothly and make money, and for your business to give to you rather than suck you dry. So how do you know if you don't have these 3 key areas right? You'll know because you'll notice some of these giveaway signs. So you get to the end of the month and it's been a really, really busy month. You've been working hard, you've been up late, you've been keeping your customers happy, you've been sending emails, you've been invoicing, every single day you've been busy. And this is on top of your personal and family life. You feel proud of yourself, your customers are happy, your friends notice how busy you are, and they comment that your business must be doing really well. But then you check your bank account and your reward for all that effort, all those late nights is scarily tiny. You don't even dare add up the hours you've worked, but you'd rather not know because you secretly feel you'd be better off and much less stressed just working in Tesco. And the worst thing is you've got to do it all over again next month. Or maybe you put a proposal together for a new client. Your conversation went well and they seemed really up for it. And you're excited. But then it's quite strange. They seem to go cold on you. Days go by and you wonder if you should chase them up. But you don't want to seem pushy or desperate. You know you're spending too much time watching your inbox and waiting, but you can't help it. And then it arrives, their email. But when you open it, your excitement drains away and is replaced by a feeling of weariness. They're comparing your price with someone else, or they palm you off with a, well, you just decided it's not a priority right now, but do you feel free to check back in a few months? It doesn't matter what they say because the effect on you and your dwindling motivation is the same. And not for the first time you feel like giving up and wonder if you were a fool for starting your business in the first place. Maybe the truth is you're just not cut out for it, and maybe you never were. Or perhaps you're on holiday with your family. The only trouble is it's not quite a real holiday because you're going to have to do some work while you're away. You do not have a choice. You tell yourself it's not that bad. You can take your laptop and work at night. But the truth is that working at night is the last thing you want to be doing on holiday. And you're distracted. You're not really in the holiday, and you're not really in your work either. Your family ask if you're okay, and they're understanding at first. But after a couple of days, they start to resent it because it feels to them like you're more interested in your work with them than with them, and which in turn you resent. Why can't they understand? You're not doing this because you like it. You're doing it because you have to. And you'll tell yourself it's okay. This stage won't last forever. But look, if any of that resonates with you, don't be too hard on yourself. It's not your fault. And actually, it's all really fixable. But can we agree on one thing? It's not sustainable. It's time to stop living like this and run a business you really deserve instead. Because the real problem is, it goes much deeper than the day-to-day struggles, because every year that your business isn't really working for you is a year that you lose forever. Because you see, often when we're employed by someone else, we get benefits like pension contributions, sick pay, holiday pay, maternity leave. When you run your own business, you run your own. And if things are tight, You probably aren't putting enough away for the future, whether that's for your own retirement or to help your family. And our prime earning years are really quite short. So the real question is, can you afford to waste 3 or 4 more years struggling and treading water in your business, knowing that the longer you struggle, the more ground you'll have to make up and in less time? Now, it can be really daunting to think about, I know, but don't worry, because you can change it. Because when you fix the 3 areas of your business I'm going to talk about, you'll begin to improve things step by step. Now, it doesn't happen overnight, but you can often start to feel a difference within weeks, as you'll see. So what are these 3 key areas of your business you need to get right? Now, I call them 3 S's, and I'll reveal what they are in a second. But before I do, I want to tell you a quick bit about me and why I know this. So my name is Hannah. I'm on the left in that photo, and I'm the founder of TLC, Talented Ladies Club. Now, I launched the business in 2013 with my friend Carrie. And like many first-time entrepreneurs, we knew virtually nothing about running a business. We just learned as we went along, which is a great way to learn, but very expensive if you go it alone. And for the first few years, that's exactly what we did. We didn't have any investment, so any modest money that we did make was spent on the cheapest possible resources. And if we could find a way to learn and do something for free, we'd grab the opportunity. So yes, while our business didn't spend much money, it also didn't make much money. Now, this all changed about 4 years ago when I met my first serious coach. Now, she was a fellow speaker at a conference I was talking at. And as soon as I heard her talk, I knew I wanted to work with her. This was confirmed when later I met her for a coffee. But the only problem was her monthly fee was more than TLC was turning over at that time. Now, the old me would have walked away and carried on trying to chip away at my business for free. But the newer, braver me in that moment knew the only way I'd ever make serious money and take TLC up a level was to invest serious money. So I signed up with her. And my faith was quickly rewarded. Within about 3 months, our work together started paying off, and the business was easily earning more than her coaching fee. And that steady increase in profits has never, ever stopped. Today, we turn over more in a week than we were earning in a year back then. And it's not just turnover, we have a better profit margin. So we actually take home more money today. Our influence has also grown. We have over 100,000 readers on our site every month now. And I've helped hundreds of business owners via our masterclasses, courses, and memberships. And I'm even more passionate today about unlocking the potential of people around the world and genuinely love running my business. And incredibly, despite all the success and money, today I actually work fewer hours in TLC than I did before I started working with that first coach. Now, it's this personal experience of my own that fuels my passion in sharing what I've learned with people like you. I know what it's like to struggle. I know what it's like to feel drained. I definitely know what it's like to feel resentful at working hard, and especially when that effort is not rewarded with money, and to dread people asking me how my business is going. I know exactly how that feels. I also know how sweet it feels when that changes, when you can go out to dinner with friends and not have to hope that everyone chooses a cheap dish. You know, when you can just go out to dinner and not even think about what the bill is going to be at the end of the night. When you can see things you love in shops or online and just buy them. And when you can treat family and friends without worrying. Trust me, it feels so wonderful when you get to that place and when that is paid for by your business. And I want that for you too. So what needs to change for that to happen for you? The first thing I want you to know is what doesn't work. And a lot of advice out there today focuses on quick fixes like tactics. Now, you might be told you need a chatbot, or to master Facebook ads, or that all your prayers will be answered if you just post on Instagram story every day, or start a podcast. But the problem is all these things is that they're sticking plasters that poorly mask a much bigger problem. Because as useful as these things may be at the right time, if your business isn't making the money right now, what you need to focus on is not a tactic, but the foundations of your business. Without the right foundations, tactics will never work, and everything you try will be a struggle. It doesn't have to be like that. I'm just going to bust some quick myths that may be trapping you in a poverty business. Now, just because you have a relatively new business does not mean you aren't entitled to make good money yet. Many businesses can and do make good money from day one. You also don't have to make do with clients or customers who are difficult or you don't really want. In fact, getting rid of bad clients is often the key that unlocks the real money in your business. And earning more money in your business does not mean working longer hours and giving up more energy. The more money I earn in TLC, the fewer hours I actually need to work. Now, to escape these three myths and the poverty trap, you need to get these three key areas of your business right, the three S's. And they are sales, systems, and psychology. I'm sure you can see what I did there with the silent P and the S. Now, you need to master all three of these in order to run a successful, profitable business that doesn't suck you dry. And let's look at each one in turn. And at the end, I'm going to ask you to quickly grade yourself on it, so you can get a sense of where you might be doing really well and where you might be needing to do some more work. So let's start with sales. As much as we may hate the word, every business needs to be selling. That is how you make money. And sales does not have to be a dirty word. It's simply about getting your pricing right, ensuring you're making economical offers in the marketplace, understanding your income and costs, and nurturing your customers consistently through your purchase journey. Now, obviously, it's essential to master sales because this is the heart of a viable, successful business. Now, you'll know you haven't got the sales aspect right if you never have enough clients or customers, or if you do, you're not earning enough money. Or if you're always scrabbling around for free resources rather than being able to invest properly in your business. Or if you don't have consistent messages going out that your audience love and responds to and that you feel comfortable sharing. Now, when you get the sales aspect right, you'll very quickly start to see a difference in the financial health of your business. Money will start flowing easily into it, and you'll begin to feel a bit of breathing space. And it's a virtuous circle. You'll be able to do a better job, which in turn leads to more customers. So I want you to rate yourself out of 10, how well you're doing on the sales side of the business right now. So to estimate your score, quickly ask yourself 3 questions. Do I know which of my products or services or clients were most profitable over the last 12 months? Do I know if I actually lost money on any clients or jobs based on a fair rate for my time over the last 12 months? Am I actively selling every day with a fully functional funnel that moves customers through my buying journey? Okay, so just rate yourself out of 10 on all of those things, how well you think that you're doing right now on all of those. The second area of an abundant business is psychology. Now, your business is created and run by you. And if you don't approach it with the right mindset, then you could unconsciously be sabotaging your business and your success. So what do I mean by this? If you don't really believe you're good enough or that your business will work, then you will take decisions and actions that align with those doubts, and you will realize them. And if something does go unexpectedly well, your old friend imposter syndrome will pay a visit and ensure that you self-sabotage in some way to reassert the natural order. In order for your business to be successful, you need to believe that it can be, and you need to take actions and decisions that align with that belief. Now, working on your mindset is not woo-woo. It's an integral part of growing a business that you are proud of, that makes the difference you desire in the world, and that makes you the wealth that you deserve as a result. So how will you know if you haven't nailed your business psychology? You'll know your psychology isn't working for you yet if you find it hard to motivate yourself when working on a big, ambitious goal and you inevitably get lackluster results, or you feel so overwhelmed that you do nothing at all. Or you'll know it's not working for you if you spend more time tracking the perceived success of others and wondering how they got those successes or feeling envious about it than you do working on your own success. Or you're more comfortable making decisions that keep you small and feel like an imposter if a big decision comes your way. You tell yourself you're not ready for it yet. Believe me, the difference it makes when you finally get out of your own way in your business is enormous. You work the same hours, but you get so much more done. You're more focused, you're goal-oriented, and you make consistent progress. All of your energy and self-belief is channeled into you and your business, and suddenly things seem much easier. So how well are you doing right now on psychology? Again, I want you to rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10, how well you're doing on these 3 questions. So do I find it easy to set clear goals and consistently work towards them without getting distracted or sidetracked? Do I genuinely believe that my business will be successful? Can I clearly see my future? And importantly, can you clearly see what that successful future looks like? Is that a vision that's really strong in your mind? Do I bounce back from disappointments and failure and continue on my path without taking setbacks personally and letting them derail me? So mark yourself out of 10 on how you're doing that. So let's move on to the final key area of a successful business, and that is systems. Now, as unsexy as this sounds, simple systems really are the key to unlocking not just the money in your business, but your time as well. They free you from the tyranny of a business that continually takes from you and makes you feel instead empowered and in control, because you really are. With the right systems, you can work as much or little in your business and earn all the income you need. Now, of course, this does not happen overnight, but it's absolutely possible, and it's what you should absolutely be working towards. So right now, if your business is not performing the way it should, you have a problem with your systems, as I used to until I fixed mine. In fact, there is one really simple system in my business that I identified and set up. And this is worth over £5,000 every month in my business today. Over the last year, that has added £60,000 to my bottom line. And it's a system that once identified, it took me a few minutes to set up and actually saves me time. So what about you? What systems do you run in your business? Right now, you may be thinking, I don't have any systems, but you do, but you haven't consciously created them yet. As a result, there's a good chance that your systems are actually working you, not working for you. So here's an example of a system that too many businesses have in their business. First of all, you check your bank account. You see your balance is low, you panic, you research marketing tactics online, you pick one and you try it, and then you cross your fingers and pray. Now, as kind of simple and as ridiculous as that sounds, certainly that's something I did in the past, and too many business owners that I start working with, when I start working with them, are often struggling with systems like this. Now, systems like this that you can see will never help you grow a business that consistently brings you money without squeezing hours of labours from you. Systems that frustrate you and make you feel like you'll never make it, because yes, you might luck upon a marketing tactic that works that month or in that moment, but you can't replicate that. And that kind of system whereby you just kind of lurch from kind of money that comes in and money that comes in without consistently bringing it in there and never knowing what is coming in, will never help you make it properly. The truth for many businesses is that you won't make it without systems that ensure your time and effort is properly protected and rewarded, and that you are consistently monetizing the right parts of your business with a consistent sales strategy. And it is much easier to create those systems than it probably sounds or feels right now. Trust me, because I've done it in my business and I've helped many people set them up in theirs as well. So how can you tell if your systems rather, are working against you rather than for your business? You know it because you sometimes feel resentful because you can never take time off work. If you stop, everything grinds to a halt. Or you don't really feel in control of your business or understand how it works. And you don't really feel like anything is really joined up or working together. You just lurch from one idea to a project to another, hoping that some of them are going to get lucky. Now, once you get some simple systems in place, you'll begin to notice the difference, and fast. You'll see a consistency in sales and output. And because you have processes, you'll see it's relatively easy to hire help to tackle lower value work and for you to concentrate on the higher value work. Or, as I love, finding technology, free or paid technology, that actually does work for you. And that so that you have these machines and software doing work, very little or no cost to you, and saving your time. There are so many clever shortcuts I can show you. And this in turn brings in more money into your business. So I want you to rate yourself, finally, on 1 to 10 out of systems by asking yourself these 3 questions. Are your sales predictable month to month? Do you set yourself stretch profit goals and work consistently to reach them? If you are forced to hire a VA to help you for 10 hours a week, would you have any documentation to show them how to do routine tasks, or would you have to explain it all to them? And could you take a week off work and it not all fall apart? Or what about heaven forbid, shock horrors, an entire month. So we need to write down your score when you worked it out for your systems. So, having marked yourself out of 10 for the 3 keys of sales psychology and systems, you should now have your final score. So how do you do out of 30? If you scored 23 to 30, you're on the right track. Keep going. It sounds like you've got everything sorted in your business. If you scored 13 to 22, you're doing well in some areas, but there's some work needed on the weaknesses, because until they're fixed, it would be hard to grow. Or there might be, and there probably is at this point, significant possibility in your business. There's more money you can make consistently, working less hours with a few tweaks. And if you scored 3 to 12, or even below 3, get urgent help. Get a good outside eye to help you. Someone that will quickly see things you could never see yourself, because you're too close to everything. Because what that score is telling me is that your business, the way it is right now, has some serious issues that need to change fast, or its future is in doubt. Now, if you did score at the lower end, please don't worry, and above all, do not feel down. If I'd scored TLC before I started working with my coach 4 years ago, it would definitely be in that bottom number. But I'm going to quickly show you a few examples of people who've been where you are and who work with me and were able to achieve the kind of progress that is possible for you as well. So this is Kerry Coleman of Coleman Hammond. So when I started working with Kerry, she described herself as a social media strategist. Now, she explained that she was struggling finding and keeping clients and generally feeling a bit disheartened and lacking in direction. Now, I felt strongly Kerry to lose the social media label, as it downplayed her experience and was a lower paid and valued skill than marketing, which she had significant experience in. I helped Kerry make a simple change to her positioning, which was niched down to the sector that she had really good experience in. And as a result, her sales shot up by 240%. As new clients joined her business, Kerry was able to outsource more of the day-to-day client work, taking on a team of freelancers to help her and investing in an accountant, graphic designer, and a blog writer. As a result, she had the freedom to focus more on client acquisition and strategy, the 2 areas that she loves and excels in. This is Amanda Overend from Books and Pieces. She'd been running her online bookstore for 7 years, and after her youngest child started at school, she wanted to get serious about her business. Now, she wanted to start scaling it and put systems in place, but found this hard to do because, in her own words, she felt like she was chasing her tail all the time and trying to fit the business around the kids. What I found out with Amanda was the fulfillment of her service, the actual packing and posting of books to customers, was eating up far too much time and energy, more than she even realised. And it was totally destroying her ability to grow the business. So I showed Amanda how to start systemizing her business. And one of the first things she was able to do was to completely outsource her fulfillment. So Amanda actually posted the photo on the left there in our Facebook group because she was celebrating all her books going off to the fulfillment company in a lorry. And within 6 weeks of starting our work together, she would never have to handle or pack a book again. But that wasn't the best bit. By actually outsourcing that part of her business and setting up systems in place, Amanda could focus on what she should be doing and the stuff she loves to do. And as a result, she was working less time in her business and she tripled her online sales. And they have continued soaring ever since. This is Laura Harmsworth. Now, Laura's a CD writer. And when we started working together, she was busy every day, which sounds great, except the only problem was taking time into her time into account. I showed Laura that she was effectively working for less than minimum wage. So if you have someone, who is highly skilled, but hour for hour will be better off working at McDonald's. So clearly we needed to find a way to increase the profitability of her clients. So first of all, we explored who Laura's typical clients were, who she enjoyed working with, who was easiest to work with, and which clients were easier to find. Using this information, we restructured Laura's packages and designed them to track more of her most profitable clients. We then did competitive research and to get a full picture of industry rates and went for a much more ambitious pricing policy. Now, Laura was initially nervous about increasing her prices and she was worried she would scare off her clients. But to her surprise, she didn't lose any business. And in fact, she not only increased her profits by 43% over 6 months, but she's been fully booked pretty much ever since. And she's also raised her prices 3 times more since then to ensure she gets the annual pay rise she deserves. And also more recently, Laura has set up a British Association for CV writers, and she's actually working to set the benchmark for CV writers in the UK, something that she would never have had the confidence to do before we started working together. Then there's Alejandro and Rosanna from Love Calligraphy in Manchester. Within a few weeks of working with me on W Profits, they doubled their earnings from 2 half-day workshops they planned and priced as a result of working on the programme. And results can happen quite quickly too. This is another client, Sally Smythe from Queen Bee Styling. She made a £900 sale from one email that she sent following an exercise we did in week 2 of W Profits. But probably the biggest and most dramatic win of all came from Kaylee Fawcett-Williams, who I started working with last year. Now, when Kaylee came to me, she'd spent £4,000 on marketing consultancy, trying to sell her online course. And she'd also spent a lot of money on really expensive software, but nothing was working. She just wasn't getting sales. And in fact, just before she started working with me, she thought the only solution was to cut her prices even further to generate demand, which is a classic trap to watch out for. Now, I was really able to really quickly identify that Kaylee was targeting the wrong people and figure out her target market with her by asking her 2 questions. And by doing that and changing the messaging to fit her new market and being much bolder in her messaging, she was able to take her existing course and sell 54 places at £97 each, bringing in well over £5,000 in the first weekend. She did the same shortly afterwards and made a total of over £10,600, as you can see here. Sounds pretty good. Now, I can't promise you, I would love to promise you, that you can see results as fast as Kaylee, but these kind of things are what can happen when you start to get the sales psychology and systems areas right in your business. Now, the chances are all the people that you've just seen had one or more of the issues that maybe you've got right now. There's absolutely no shame in making mistakes or finding things tough. I certainly have in the past. The only crime is not putting things right when you know what to do. And imagine what it will feel like when you do get it right. Imagine checking your bank balance on your phone and instead of seeing the usual feeling of disappointment or dread, feeling only satisfaction and new confidence because the pricing changes you've made start bearing fruit. Or you get daily Stripe alerts of all the money going into your bank every single day. Imagine having a meeting with a potential client or partner, and instead of them comparing prices or questioning you or stalling, they hire you on the spot because they see you as the only logical choice or one of a kind. Or by the time you return from your meeting, there's already that email in your inbox saying they would love to work with you. And imagine the expression on the face of your partner, family and friends when they ask you how business is going. And instead of feeling defensive or embarrassed, you reply with a smile and say things are going so well that you've hired help and you don't even answer your own emails anymore. Or you go away on holiday and you are fully in the holiday and you can just enjoy your holiday or your half term or whatever it is. And you don't have to work, you don't have to check your emails. Now, as I say, these things won't necessarily happen overnight, but they are all possible no matter where you find yourself right now. So now you've seen the whole process and you've graded yourself on the 3 key areas of a successful business: sales, psychology, and systems. So you're probably a little bit clearer on what your next move should be. And here's what you can do to make progress fast and seeing results. Because you've always got two choices. Now, we can keep trying to do things the old way, the way on the left, the way that hasn't worked, but we know what that leaves. It's more of the same old frustrations and struggles. Sometimes we can end up going around in circles, working hard and make little progress because our effort isn't directed in the right places. Or we can get on the right path with the support of someone who's done it before and have them guide us towards an easier and better and more profitable future. A business we're proud of, that is aligned to our values and is a pleasure to run. A business that we feel in control of, that rewards us with all the money we wanted and even more. Now, if our time together has helped you identify that you need someone to support you and you think I might be the right person to support you, I'd like to invite you to join me in the next 6 months on my brilliant, I really love this program, W Profits. Now, this is my favourite course. It's a 12-week online program with 6 months of support from me. It guides you through the 3 key areas of business success and gives you all the tools you need to correct the path of your business. It equips you with the skill sets and the mindset you need to run your business properly. And finally, unlock the sales and profits that elude you right now while working fewer hours. That is my goal for you. Now, from experience, my own and that of the people that I've worked with, getting help often means that you become more ambitious and confident, like Laura, who is actually now started an association with TV writers, whereas before she didn't even have the confidence to raise her prices. You work more consistently towards your goals, like all the people that you've seen here. Once, I don't want to just give you a short-term solution. I'm going to retrain you on how to work in your business so that once you reach the goals and our time together, we set more goals. We set bigger goals, more ambitious goals about the money, the status, whatever it is you want from your business, but always mindful of the time you want to spend on it. It's always aligned to what you personally want your business to achieve. And save time with less worrying and fewer mistakes. When you know what to do and you've got all the software shortcuts, your business runs smoothly and you feel more confident and you can go to sleep at night kind of knowing it's bringing money in and knowing you don't have to work really hard and you stop feeling resentful. Now, just like Amanda Overend from Books and Pieces, who today, so I told you before about my own turnover thing, but today Amanda turns over more in a month than she turned over in a year before she started working with me, and she's continuing to scale her business. I still work with Amanda and we're still looking at the lifetime value of her customers, and running a business is a bit like a formula car. There are so many parts that you can tweak for better performance, and so once we get working on your business, we'll look at all those areas, and like we're doing with Amanda, and keep tweaking and tweaking and tweaking it till you've got this kind of Lewis Hamilton-esque car that wins all the races. Now, you can find all the information about the programme on the link there, which is talentedladiesclub.com/yes. But let me give you a quick overview of what we're going to cover in the next 6 months together. So I've got 12 online modules, and each one of them unlocks after a week. So we've got profit, SWOT and system. So from week 1, we're doing a SWOT analysis in your business, and I'm already getting you set up systems that are going to save you money and save you time, make you more money. Week 2, we start hitting sales hard and we build up your confidence in sales. So you understand sales and you feel good about them and you're starting to get some quick wins of money. Week 3 is about productivity. I free you from the tyranny of a business that sucks time from you and show you how to win your time back. Week 4 is about pricing and pricing for profit. So we look at your pricing, we make sure that you're earning enough money. Week 5, we come back to sales and we do your sales strategy. So we make sure that you are building that funnel I talked about right at the beginning and that you are consistently nurturing people through that journey. Week 6, we look at your customers. Are you attracting the right customers? Who are those people? How do you know? How do you profile them? And how do you talk to them about the things that they want? And how do you also put off the wrong customers? Because it's not about getting anyone in your business. A really good business knows who they want to work with and they attract only those people. Week 7, we start looking at your mission, USP. We make sure every business is unique. How is your business unique? How can you really sell that uniqueness to people? And is that uniqueness really valuable? So we look at what makes your business so uniquely you. Week 8, content. Content is king, as I think it was Bill Gates famously said. We make sure that you've got really great authentic content. This is what fills out that sales funnel we talked about, which nurtures people through there. Content that you love to create, is easy for you to create, that really, really sells what you do. Smart goals in week 9. So we look at what goal setting are you doing? How can we make sure those goals are aligned with what you want from your business? And how can we make sure that they're goals that you can reach, and what do you have to have in place to reach those goals? So we've got smart goals in week 9. Week 10, we do a profitability audit. So we look at not just the money coming into your business, but what's going out. Is your business, could it be more profitable? Can we tweak it so that we can keep more money in your business, so that even if you don't do more sales, and you are earning more money? Week 11, we look at abundance and resilience. This is where we do some real mindset work. What is really holding you back? What money kind of hang-ups have you got that we can work on? And week 12, review and plan. We review everything you've done to date, how your business has evolved over the past 12 weeks, and we plan what's next. So where are you going to go after those 12 weeks? And like I said, you've got 6 months with me. So we've got plenty of time to either for you to do this in the time that you want to, or for you to complete this in 12 weeks. And you still got another 12 weeks with me, and we can work together on what happens after those 12 weeks. So as I said, you get that 12-week program that you can work through at your own pace over the 6 months. It's a really practical program. I do not bombard you with theory. Instead, I show you exactly how to put each topic into practice with the tools. I give you spreadsheets, I give you the right tools to use so that you can see a difference. Just like Sally Smythe, who earned £900 on one email in week 2. And to prevent overwhelm and keep you working in the right order, each week is unlocked for you in order. So you go through them in the right order. And the program is 100% online and self-paced. And as I said, you have 6 months of support to complete the program. So if you want, you can take a break. You can take summer holidays off. If your business gets busy, you can take time off. If you want to work 2 weeks on one module because you're really loving it and you need a bit more time, you can do that. You've got 6 months with me. If you finish it early, you've got that 6 months of support as well. You can even go back and repeat modules if you want. And sometimes I find people kind of get to the end of the kind of course, they're like, oh, like a module at the start makes more sense to me now because I'm putting the piece of the puzzle in place, and they want to go back and redo it. You've got all the time in the world to do that with my support. So you get that ongoing support from me throughout the 6 month program. We've also got a brilliant new resource that I've created, and I love this. It's called the DYP, W Profits Group Brain. Now, at any point in the 6 months, you can submit a question into the Group Brain, and you will get an answer within 1 working day. And not only that, but you can go and search the Group Brain for other questions, so it's searchable, so that someone else might have asked a question that you're kind of wondering about, and as that Group Brain goes, the more people ask questions, it grows and grows. It's a really invaluable resource. I'm really excited about sharing this one. It's my new one with you. We also have a weekly live group call with me in which you get to ask me questions, you get feedback, you can share things with me, I can check up on stuff you've been working on. It's great for bolstering your confidence when maybe changing your pricing or launching a new campaign. And that's something I really find when I work with people, I find invaluable. Like with Laura, who I still work with, thinking about, she wanted to create this association with CV writers, and then thinking, well, I can't do this if Love Me can't do it. And having someone to kind of say, well, if not you, who? If not when now? And having someone to be along your side and go, that pricing is right. Yeah, you should be doing that. I think you're right. I think as an honest opinion, or if I think you're not, you need more work, I can support you on that. But having that honest feedback and the support of someone has really been invaluable. So it's not just about understanding how you need to price, but having someone who's got your back that says, I think that price is right. Go out and go for it. I believe in you. Can give people an enormous amount of self-confidence. These calls are really powerful, these group calls. And from experience, you will learn so much from other people on that. It's amazing how much we can learn from what someone else does, because when we do it, it's so close to us and we're so emotionally connected to it. When someone else is doing, you listen to someone else talking about a problem, and like, yeah, I can see that's the right answer to that. And then you can go and apply it to your own business. I personally love these weekly calls. I mean, if any of you've been on any courses with me, you'll know how I love the live calls, and the opportunity to get to know you and your business better. I am your biggest cheerleader. I will want to know you and your business, and I will want to help you and give you as much help as I can. I'm a really good problem solver. I love solving problems, and I've got vast business experience. And trust me, I will put all of my skills into kind of solving a problem and helping you overcome any problems on the way, and help you put into action this program, because I genuinely want you to have a really good experience. For me, the biggest sign of success in this program is that I still work with many of the women that have been through it. Some of the women I've been working with for 3 years, because I did an earlier incarnation of this, and they still trust me today to help them grow their business. They still work with me on a weekly basis to help them through the ups and downs of entrepreneurship. That to me is the biggest compliment I can get. Now, the value of this course is enormous, and it has the potential to transform your business so you make more money, not just now, but every single month to grow a business. Like Laura Harmsworth, who's raised her prices 3 times since she started working with me, and is still today often fully booked. And like Kaylee, who made over £10,600 in a few weeks of starting W Profits, directly by making changes that I recommended to her marketing strategy. Now, I know other business owners who run courses, they charge a lot more for programs like this. And in fact, courses with much less practical content usually start at over £10,000. But you can start W Profits today for 6 monthly instalments of £799, or a single payment of £3,999, and that they both include VAT. So if you're VAT registered, they include VAT. Now, if you visit this URL after this class. You can find out more about what you get. And there's also a video testimonial from a lovely lady called Sally Buncombe. And she, I just did a 90-minute kind of session to help with the charity she works with. And she talks in there about what they got from that and the kind of value that I can add. And that's the kind of stuff that I will help you with in our weekly calls. So what Sally talks about there is what you can get from me in a weekly call. And you can also secure your place in the programme. Now, the programme starts on Monday, the 7th of June. So you've got next week, I know half term, next week is half term for lots of us. And the programme starts on 7th of June. So yes, you can secure a place right there. Now, before I wrap this up in just a second, I'm nearly at the end, don't worry. There's one more exciting bonus I want to tell you about. Now, over the years, I've noticed, and I touched on this a bit when I'm talking about psychology, but there's a key difference between the people I work with who really succeed and those who struggle to implement the changes their business needs and the results they get as a result. And the difference is their mindset. So I've created a brilliant fast action bonus for you when you join Double Your Profits before midnight on this Friday. Now, this is called Mindset Rewire, and it is designed literally to change your mind. It contains 2 powerful tools, and the first is my Money Mindset Masterclass. After watching this class, you will understand the connection between the way you feel about money and how much you're earning. And you'll have practical exercises and tools that won't just help you to change your money mindset, but take control of your business finances at last. And the second powerful tool is my Brain Rewire strategy. It's an easy 2-month exercise in which you actually get to rewire your own brain. You decide what beliefs, thoughts, and emotions you want to ditch and what you want to replace them with. Now, once you set up your Brain Rewire strategy, and I give you this free app to use for it, it takes 10 minutes a day to do, just 10 minutes a day for 2 months. And you will get this as soon as you sign up to W Profits, so you can start using it from tomorrow, and it will magnify the results you get on the program and make you feel so powerful and liberated. And that fast action bonus is available when you sign up before midnight on Friday. So just think the difference that you can feel and act in 60 days, and the combined difference this rewire plus the practical changes that you will make on the program and the weekly support will make on the results you see in your business and how far you can go in 6 months. And you can do all of this with absolute confidence, because I want you to be 100% happy with your decision to join W Profits. So if in the first 14 days of joining the programme, after 7th of June, so the programme starts on 7th of June, the 14 days starts on the 7th of June. If in those first 14 days you change your mind, just let me know and we'll refund your investment in full. You don't have to tell me. You can just say literally, I don't want to be on the course, give your money back, please, and I will refund you in full. So you get 14 days to try out the programme and see if you think it's going to be you, if you like my teaching, if you feel like we're a good fit. And there's no hard feelings. If it's not for you, then that's fine, because I only want to work with people I can help. And I don't want to take your money if you don't feel like it's going to be a good fit. So you're very welcome to take the 14-day money back guarantee if it's not for you, which I hope gives you confidence to join if you're worried about that. Now, I would absolutely love to work with you and help you grow your business, just like Laura, Amanda, Kerry, Alejandra, Sally and Kaylee, and many, many more. So please do come and join me inside W Profits before enrolment for this cohort. Now, enrolment closes for this cohort at midnight on Sunday, the 30th of May. So there's 3 dates. If you want the fast action bonus, that closes Friday at midnight. Enrolment full stop closes this Sunday, the 30th of May at midnight, and the course starts on the 7th of June. And if you want to snag that fast action bonus, remember, you need to secure the Mindset Rewire goes on Friday night. Now just think, sign up now, and you can go away and enjoy half term, knowing you've taken a positive action, a massive step to working less in your business and earning more, and be ready to hit the ground running in June. Now, I'm going to take questions in just a sec, but if you would like, and I know that it's quite a big decision to make, and you might have a couple of questions about, is it really right for me? Is this included in it? If you want to personally speak to me before signing up, there's a bit.ly link there, and I'll put it into the chat link in a sec if you want to book it directly. You can book a 15-minute call with me, and you can ask me if you've got a couple of questions about joining, and I will be honest with you. Like I said, there's no incentive for me to take someone on this program that's not right for it, because you'll have a miserable time, I'll have a miserable time, I'll feel demoralized, you'll feel demoralized, you'll have a bad result. That doesn't help anyone. So I really want to make sure that it is right for you. So if I don't feel it's right for you right now, or for any reason, I will tell you. So you could book a 15-minute call for me, Now, there are a limited number of slots, so please do book quickly if you want one. But there's a bit.ly link there, DYP15, that will take you to my Calendly link, and you can book a slot in my diary. And I'll pop that into chat in just a second. And that's it. I do hope you will take me up on this invitation for W Profits if you feel like you need help, just like all these ladies did. Because I know what it will do for your life. I know what it's done for my life. The process that I take you through is what I've done in TLC, and I continue to do constantly. I am constantly tweaking TLC. I'm constantly learning. I do all the things I take you through in this course. I do in my own business, so I know it works, and it's worked for all the women that you see here. And I would love to help you too. So thank you so much for taking the time to spend with me today. I do know how precious people's time is. And so I hope you have got something out of this class. And if you have a question now, I'd be very happy to answer it for you. I'm going to stop sharing my screen and come back on camera. Do pop a question into chat or Q&A if you wish. Hello again. I'm just going to pop that Calendly link in to chat. Brilliant. Penny, I can see your questions there. I'll answer in just a sec. And I'll just put the direct link in here as well. There's the link for the sign up page. There's lots of information on there. Obviously, I don't want to kind of bombard you with everything on this kind of webinar. So there's loads of questions on there. There's an FAQ. There's like I say, testimonial from Sally. There's a few, Sally Buncombe. So yeah, go and have a look and do book a time there if you want to. Penny says, can I ask you about your design and online course option? Okay, great. Yeah, Penny, if I put my email address here, send me an email, Penny. There's been a few people asking about hannah@handclainsclub.com. Yep, that's my email address. Penny, drop me a line. There's been a few people asking me whether I'm going to run the Correct Study First course again. We've just done like, and I've seen some people on here who've done it. Done two. I split the cohort in two. We just finished up on one. And if you are on here, by the way, I'm going to be doing another bonus call in a couple of weeks after half term, and I'm going to be looking at your sales pages if you want to get your sales page ready, and I will critique it for you. So yeah, Penny, do drop me a line and I'll email you about that. Does anyone have any questions? It can be, you can ask me a question about W Profits, or if you want to ask me a question about your business, happy to answer that as well. If not, I know that it's really weird how these webinars go. Sometimes there's loads of questions and then sometimes there's no questions. I don't know whether I've just bombarded you with so much stuff, but you are welcome to ask me a question. If you don't have one, I will go. You can always book a 15-minute chat with me on Calendly if you want to ask me a question about DYP. If not, I will thank you for your time again. And I look forward to seeing some of you inside the programme. I do, like I say, it is my favourite course that I've run, and anyone who's been on it will know how much fun it is, and the relationships that people build with each other is really good as well. And I'm really excited about running this again with everyone. So thank you again for your time today. I am going to record this and put a link up on the page that I've put into chat. So for those people, I think quite a few people signed up and said they couldn't make it live. So thank you, and I will see you all soon.